Imagine an unlimited source of power.
There's thousands, millions of times more solar energy striking the Earth than we actually need. If we can capture even a small portion of that, we can satisfy all our energy needs.
Solar guru Steve Heckeroth uses the sun as his only source of power with the help of these photovoltaic panels.
This is it?
This is it. This is thin film photovoltaic material.
Sounds a little dangerous.
It's light is photo, and voltaic is electricity. Solar electricity.
It's both intensely powerful and surprisingly simple to harness.
This is a little solar panel.
Okay, so this is what is on here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, come on!
The electricity created is stored in batteries, which Steve uses to power everything from his home to his hand-built electric tractor.
Oh, now this is fun!
And this group of students at Stanford University is taking sun power a step further with a solar car that doesn't even need to be plugged in at all.
Woo! Here we go! Woohoo! How'd it feel? It's awesome! Sweet! That's great!
The vehicle is covered from head to toe with photovoltaic panels, just like the ones on Steve's roof. So as long as there's sun, this thing will go and go and go. Pretty cool. With barely room for one person, this option's not very practical, but it's an amazing example of the potential that's out there. These guys taught me to think big, and there's nothing bigger than this. Don't be thrown off by the fact that this 1968 Cadillac Hearst looks like a gas-guzzling boat. It's actually a lean, green machine that was converted to run on pure propane. Even better, every part of this car was salvaged from the junkyard. Expert recycler James Burgett is the master of bringing other people's trash back from the dead.
Nothing ends up in landfill, nothing ends up in a ditch, nothing ends up in China.
Everything James does comes back to this basic principle. Why create more stuff when what you need already exists? For this conversion, James pulled parts straight from a rusted-out Ford van, a couple of retired forklifts, a stripped-out Lincoln Continental, and an old school bus.
So this thing was trash, you said. It was destined for the junkyard. Mm-hmm. But the engine's only got 15,000 miles on it, so why? Why would they trash this thing?
If I could figure out why Americans trashed things, I'd be in an entirely different business.
And why propane?
Propane was originally designed as an engine fuel. It's what it was built for.
So why aren't we using it?
Because we're stupid. Okay, we've been stupid for years.
A byproduct of natural gas processing and petroleum refining, propane is cheaper, cleaner burning, and has a much higher octane than gas. Millions of vehicles worldwide run on propane today. But because a big, heavy tank is required to store the fuel, larger vehicles like forklifts and buses are the main utilizers.
Look at this thing. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a
And
problem.
if I didn't have a place that normally had a coffin in it, I'd think it took up too much space. You've come across the total, this is the biggest flaw with propane.
Okay.
It's the size of the tank and the fact that it makes your trunk go away and then it's heavy.
Good thing the hearse has ample room in the back. I finally had the chance to test drive this thing, and it purred like a kitten.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All thrown away. All destined for the grave, so to speak.
Not only does James's propane hearse look fierce, he's dropped his emissions by 70%. That said, propane is still fossil fuel based, so it's best viewed as a transitional alternative. But the main thing I learned from James, yesterday's trash is our means to a sustainable future.